Yes, we can hear you. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, so let's just kickstart. Now, I hope you all know this is a discussion. And in this discussion, I'll be needing you to be involved. If we have to correct something, then we have to do what they call like a survey and hear everybody's perspective about life and about marriage. I'm single, so I'm quiet. I am I am Libra. I'm Libra. Thank you so much. I see everything you do. God bless you. I see your involvement, your engagement, all the fight you're fighting. She said, I am single, so I'm quiet, just listening. Okay. Well, you're single, but you're going to be getting married soon. So I'll still also need your involvement, either on the comment section, because sometimes I read comments and I know how to address certain things, from the comments session. So yeah, so be involved. And I hope I have some people join me live. We want to talk about, behind every failed marriage. Now, I actually came up with this topic because the men just every time, I'm hearing all the men say, we cannot get married to Nigerian women. We cannot get married to a Nigerian woman. We don't want to get married to Nigerians. And I'm now asking, is it that bad? What has Nigerian women do? Although we're going to have a separate topic where we are going to discuss in-depthly like Nigerian marriage or Nigerian women. But right now, let's start from something. Okay, I think I have I think I have somebody trying to join me. Dream Nights, right? Dream Nights is a night. Okay, let me accept. I hope it's accepted. So, men are saying marriage is bad now. I hear some people, somebody said on the comment section, God bless you. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good, bless God, and you?
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay.
Although your lightning is not that great.
My lighting is not that great. Let me see. Let me open up more light. Let's see. Let's turn on some more lights here. Is this a bit better?
Not too good.
Let
I
me
like
open
to see
the
your
window.
fine
Is this
face.
better? Better?
A little. Okay, we can manage.
Okay.
Now, one
I
question
hope it's not
before we
bad.
even start. Maybe I'll find my wife for comment section. Okay, somebody's Dr. Softthought said, I'll find my wife in the comment section. I'll be so happy if some of you actually get married at the end of the day on my comment section and on this program that we're doing. Dream Night. Before we continue, I would like to quickly ask a question. Are you married?
I'm not.
Have you been married?
Yes.
Okay. If I would ask, how long did you stay in the marriage?
I stayed in the marriage for 12 years.
For 12 years. That's okay. So, okay, you'll be I think you'll be a great contributor to this topic because you were married and the marriage failed. Is that what you would say it?
I would say something like that, yes.
Okay, so you're a great candidate for this topic. Now, I would like to also ask you, Dreamlights, where are you from, and also where are you calling from? Where are you joining me live from?
Okay, so I'm joining you live from Houston, Texas.
Okay, from Texas in US. I seem
Yes.
to be having a lot of people from US, like, join me every day. People from Nigeria, people join me now too. Okay, so that's nice. I'm happy you're live with me today. God will bless you. Thank you for joining. And now today, the topic today is a very interesting one. Why did Dr. Softthought say 12 years of wahala? You people have started. People should stop all these things.
No.
What is 12 years of wahala?
The thing is, prophetess. The thing is, you should let them say what they have to say because they reveal what is going on inside them. They reveal
but
what
this person says he's looking for his wife in the comment section now. So he may not even be married, and he's already saying wahala
inside them, and we're going to discuss it today. We're going to talk about it today.
Okay.
So yeah.
So today, if you're joining me, I would be so bad if I don't actually appreciate the people from Facebook. We have Kenneth AGK. Thank you for joining me. We have Bishop Kate Kawas. Oh, Mama, thank you for joining me. We have Fleming Channel. Thank you. We have Musa Wenkosi Mangungo. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that very well. You just said hallelujah. Thank you so much. God bless you. We have Chioma Muna. God bless you. Thank you. We have MJK Kelvin. Thank you so much for joining. We have tons of people from TikTok. Thank you for joining, Joyce. Joyce, you've always been there on this live service. Can you text me, please, after this live broadcast, Joyce? I would like to speak with you. Thank you. I see your participation every time I come online. And Rem, thank you so much. REM, thank you, user. I just want to appreciate you all. And also here to thank you, Udo, for the show. Thank you, Lucky. It's just going up so fast. Rejoice. Okay, just know that I appreciate everybody for joining. It's quite sad for couples to divorce after that long. That's my point. Okay. Yeah, I get you, Dr. Touch. God bless you. Now, we're talking about behind every failed marriage. Before I even start giving my own insight, behind every failed marriage, do you think marriages actually fail, Dr. Dreamlight?
Do I think that marriages have failed?
Do you think a marriage itself fails?
Of course, marriages fail, pretty much so. Okay. Marriages fail very much so, and marriages are much more prone to fail now than ever before. And I think even the ratio of how we're going to have failures increases, or even going to go much more higher at this point because of so many things that is going on. And the truth of the matter is that at this point, what we have is no more about shame. There's no more shame in the system. It's about every man to himself. There's no more shame. They've eliminated shame, and they've eliminated the idea of consequences. So when you're in a society where there's no
Sindel Pink said, "I am not married yet, but I'm scared." Okay, just continue. Yeah. I'm just reacting to that.
Yeah. So there's no more consequences now for what you do. There's no more consequences. There are some societies where there are consequences, but take, for example, here in the United States or Europe or any of these places, there's no consequences. If you want to tear your house apart, you can tear your house apart successfully. You can do whatever you want to do. There's no in fact, actually, the system incentivizes, it gives incentives to women to tear their houses apart. It gives them the incentive.
You mean because the system in the US gives women the incentives?
They are rewarded for tearing their houses apart.
Oh.
Yeah, they are rewarded. Incentives, the other word for incentives would be reward. They are rewarded for tearing their houses apart.
What do you mean?
Yes, I mean, let's think about it. The logical consequence of a divorce in the United States of America or Europe is the first stage will be everybody scrambles for the children. The courts by nature will hand over the children to the mother, unless it's proven in extreme cases that the mother is a drug addict or she's irresponsible, which rarely happens. Once they hand over the children to the mother, the next logical thing that follows is the house. She has to have a place to keep the children. So they take the house from you, and then they start taking your resources. Depending on how good the lawyer is, 50 to 75% of your resources is handed over to the woman. And she can challenge for alimony. And she can challenge for any general income that you had when you were with her. So there's a huge number of Nigerians who've gone back to Nigeria because guess what? They challenged into their retirement funds, their social security benefit funds. They've tiered their retirements apart, tiered their stocks apart, tiered all the investments apart. Then they get up and go back to Nigeria. They leave. That is the end of their Nigerian dream. I'm talking about hundreds of men, hundreds, if not thousands.
You mean hundreds of men leave the US and go to Nigeria?
They go back to Nigeria. There's no need.
Why? Because the system takes away all their money?
The system would take everything from you. It would take everything. In fact, after a good divorce, it's like my own case. I am more of like a kind of a person that I had to reinvent myself. I was a high school teacher, and I reinvented myself and went into IT. And the idea of that, you've been in a marriage, like the gentleman was saying, you've been in it for a good number of time, right? Then you have to start all over again because they take your house from you, they take everything from you, right? It's not a joke. It's no joke. And at that point, naturally, the natural thing is, especially if they've gone into your retirement funds or they've gone into stuff like that, it's just
divorce didn't actually getting divorced didn't actually make you happier, right? Is that what you're saying?
Getting divorced will give you peace from that person, because that person is going to take off the danger of you being totally destroyed. That is what it does. Your happiness is really you that generates your happiness as a human being.
Do you support divorce?
Eh? No, I do support divorce because for the man, she can destroy you. Easy. Easy. She will destroy, she can take you to jail if you're not careful. You can go to jail in this country. So I really support a situation where if a woman has decided, and take note, Madam Prophetess, you are not, you are a woman of God. You have not seen in close quarters where a woman has decided that, because this is how it starts, and I'm going to explain to you the system of how it starts. Number one, nobody's honoring marriages anymore. You're with your wife and people are secretly trying to talk to your wife. People are secret. People don't honor marriages anymore here. Your wife has ring. There's a lot of men out there that have no morals that are trying to connect with your wife, right? So as I try to connect with your wife, if your wife is not matured up here, plus the things that her friends are telling her at work, ideologies, and a lot of other things, if she's not matured up here, she's going to come and start trouble with you in the house. And
So you
there's
see
that.
that
And
in
there's that.
marriage, everybody is at fault. The man.
The
Goes
man
to
himself. Let
woman
me
knowing
show you
that
what
she's
is happening
married.
to. Let me tell you what is happening with men. The man at some point will discover that it's no more working and he will let it go. And then the women turn around and say, see what he's doing, see what he's doing. The men will put their head into their marriages. See, because let me point out something that feminism has done in America and Europe. It paints a picture as if the men are mad. That a man is just sitting down and he wants to scatter his marriage. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's feminism that is talking. And African women have picked up the feminist talking points. They pick it up. And now they are painting men as that they are mad. They just sit down and want to scatter their marriages and scatter their children. It's a lie. Especially when men know the consequences of divorce. It's a lie. Men know the consequences of what divorce will do to them. But the feminist talking points that we're having in the social media and everywhere that African women have picked up to protect themselves is that the men are mad and they just want to scatter their marriages for no reason and walk about outside there with nobody to help them cook, nobody to help them in life, nobody to be with them, no companionship. It's a lie.
Some people on the comment section are saying they disagree with you. I do
They
not
will
agree with
disagree.
him.
They will disagree because the story that is thrown out there now, for example, let me give you an example of a story, Prophetess. One of the lies that we're having now is cheat, which is another feminist thing. The feminist thing
So
is
you think cheating is a feminist thing?
women now cheat more than men. The statistics are showing that. I don't know why this thing is still going on in social media that they're saying is men. Women now cheat more than men. Is the statistics. We're not
Where
following
do you get your
statistics.
statistics from?
Madam, you need to follow what is going on now. And if you need me to bring up, hello, my brother, how are you doing?
I'm very fine. I support you. Hit the nail on the head. I have my portfolio here. When you finish, I will support you. I came with my fight. I came with my fight today. We will pepper them. We will pepper them. They will get what? It is what it is.
Let me
Keep
land.
going.
Prophetess, let me tell you something. This your video is going to go viral because you don't know
Yes.
me very well. You don't know me. I am the one who made the video about the fact that Nigerian women have no culture. My video had 140 million hits on Facebook and 50 million hits on TikTok. So you really don't know me very well. But I have been in this arena for some time. Those who know me on that level. Prophetess, I'm going to tell you today that the statistics now, they use old statistics to punish the men. Women are cheating more than men now. Because you see, the thing is this. Let me point out something to you, Prophetess.
You cannot say something you cannot back up.
Prophetess.
No way. See, there's so much that the woman loses.
Prophetess, after
the
this show.
women upheld their dignity.
Prophetess, after
women
this
don't
show.
cheat more than men. If you're in the comment section, please, I want you to tell me if you
Prophetess,
agree with him or not.
Prophetess,
I don't.
after this show, I'm going to send whatever links you need for you to see the statistics. There are two things that is going on with men now. One, the old information that women are using to protect themselves. Because if I keep on accusing you of stealing, you will not be able to look at what I'm doing. I keep on accusing you, you steal. You'll discover that in that accusation, you cannot come to look at what I am doing in secret because the flashlight is on you all the time. The thing that feminists do,
you're stealing behind. That's
and me, I'm also stealing
the
behind.
woman is always accusing the man of
and I'm
cheating.
always accusing you that you're stealing.
You know, when the man does not have time to now look into the woman that she too is cheating. Is that what you mean?
That's what I'm talking about, Prophetess. So if you keep on accusing, most likely the easiest way for me to do it is
somebody asked them, why are the women cheating?
The women are cheating because there is the illusion of outside there's always something better. Meanwhile, it is not so. Because if you look at it very clearly, madam, every day, thousands of girls turn 18. Thousands of women turn 18 every day. At least, in one day, 100,000 women turn 18, and they're your new competition. And then some little boy will come into your DM because of Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and slide and start giving you stories. And then you think that because of whatever, that you can leave your husband to go out there back into the jungle of dating. And guess what? This small boy that is telling you he loves you so much because you're healthy in your marital house, you've not told him your bills. That's the part where the African women turn out stupid. Tell him the bills you have before you follow him. Tell him that as he's saying that you look so beautiful or so, this is my light bill. This is my water bill. This is my internet bill that this nonsense man is paying. This is my rent. This is my health, my insurance.
Frank Juliet is saying, where are you getting your information from? So the women are disagreeing with you. Okay, now, coming back to your answer. Wait, I know Breakable Soul, you saw you're waving your arm. Coming back to your answer, I asked you, do you think marriages failed? You said yes. Now, to prove you wrong, that marriages actually don't fail, and I'm going to tell you who or what actually fails. If you want to open your Bible to Genesis 2, verses 1 and 2.
Madam, prophetess, I can't believe you're doing this. Prophetess, the statistics is that 75, in the church is 75% now.
Okay,
prophetess, don't do Bible.
I'm going to
do
go
the
with
statistics. It's 75%.
We'll go by statistics, and hold on. I'm prepared for you people. Because people have been shouting Nigerian women, so I'm prepared for you people today. Show you carry the file.
Madam, it's 75%.
You said you came with file.
You can open Bible and say, Bible says the marriage is this or marriage is that. We've read Bible. Madam, it's 75%.
Hold on now. You people have come and you're ready for the women. Before we have a woman join this, let me come. Genesis 2 verses 24 says, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast. Not his hold fast, don't let go. Hold fast to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So the moment you say I do, you are now one flesh with your wife. This divorce thing is like having a part of your flesh live outside you, and there is no wholeness anymore, no wellness when that happens. Now, marriages don't fail. It is people who fail to make the marriage work. Marriage itself is an institution. It cannot fail. It's there. It's like saying a university has failed. No, it is you who is a student in a university. You are expected to read and pass your courses. You are expected to be involved in activities you do not. And before you know it, you think like, oh, I don't like this institution anymore, called marriage, and then you let go. So no, I beg to disagree. It is not marriages that fail. It is you. It is I.
Madam, let me explain to you. Prophetess,
fail marriages.
Prophetess, one moment. Prophetess, one moment. Prophetess, one moment. Listen to me very carefully, okay? If a university, no student enrolls in university, that university will fail. Make no mistakes about it. And universities have failed that way before. This idea that it's an institution.
But there is no way.
Let me land, madam.
God has made marriage an
Prophetess,
institution.
let me
That's
land.
what I'm trying to say.
Prophetess, let me land.
So now, if you don't see it from the part that marriages don't fail, but two individuals are the one that failed to actually make the marriage work. It is not the marriage that failed. Marriage itself is an institution, is there. It is what you do in the institution that, just like you said, when people don't enroll, it is what you do in an institution that makes it work. And it is what you do that actually collapses that institution. So in marriages, when you try to say marriage are failing, look at yourself. You are the common denominator for those who demand.
Prophetess, let me point out something. Prophetess, let me point out something.
You have a role that is played. It is not one person.
Prophetess, let me point out something. Excuse me, sir.
Please, 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me air my own first. Before I start, Mama, there's problem. There's fire on the mountain first. There's problem. There's big problem. Hold on. I'm not, brother. 1 minute. See, please, family and friends and foes, please click on my bio. You will see a bank account. Please, that is my mother's bank account. She thinks I'm a celebrity now. No amount is too small. She's saying money, that is celebrity are trendy. I've not seen Shishio, so kindly support that account. It's my mother's account. It's a woman. Please support that account. Nothing is too small. Brotherhood. And please, let's support the host. Let's try and see how we can support the host before I start. Mama, let me bring up
Be
my
the first person to support me.
I will do that once I finish with my complaint. I support my brother very, very much. And let me give you an example. I don't know if Google works everywhere because I like to come out with facts. I don't just come out and run my mouth. Yes.
How can somebody
if you have Google right now, if you are the diaspora, Mama, listen what my brother
I want
said,
to answer Dr. Touch. A woman can offer more than her body. Why would you even use that after vagina? What does it? Stop it.
Mama,
Woman
if
has
you
more
go,
to offer now.
you go on your Google search right now, let us do it. If you are the diaspora, Google, why is my wife yelling at me? It will explain to you the reasons. But if you Google, why is my husband yelling at me? It will pop up domestic violence. Report that man immediately. Go and check it. The society supports women and favors women over men. That man is speaking facts. Marriages fail because women depend on Big Daddy Sam, the government. They want you to destroy your marriage so that you can destroy the man, not the woman. The woman goes with the kids. The woman goes with half of your property. That is why high-value men are not getting married. Go and call Tunde Ednut and tell us why he has not married. Call Don Jazzy and ask him why he has not married.
Say what you said again. You said we should go and call
Tunde Ednut and let him explain to us with all his wealth, why isn't he married? Why is Don Jazzy not married? Why are they scared of marriage? These are the reasons. Because women are no longer, they're not looking for husband, they are looking for husband.
So wait, did Tunde not tell you that he's not married because
have you seen his wife before? Let him show us his wife. But that is not the case. Mama,
please leave my Tunde. Tunde not has been helping my ministry.
Man, but let him show us his wife.
You can mention Don Jazzy, but don't mention Tunde for me, please. Tunde not has been also.
The reason, this my brother, I'm supporting what he's saying today, and he's 100% correct. Women lack shame. Shame. They don't get shame again. Shame for nothing. Shame no day again, number one. Now, I was watching social media the other day. One woman said, I'd rather cry in a private jet than keke napep. Ask the woman, does your father have private jet? You understand? You people are watching social media thinking that that is reality. It is not reality. Keep social media, it's called social experiment. Let us all face reality, Mama. You live in the United States. 90% of divorce is done or orchestrated by female.
The women. It's not the men that are
we know what we are going to lose. We know what we are going to lose. We know that they are going to take
filing
half of our property. We know they are going to take the children. But for us not to commit suicide, I keep telling you, mental health in
somebody said Tunde has made a personal decision, so leave him.
It's not a personal decision, Mama. This is what is happening. Men, I came up here the other time. I was complaining to you about men and mental health. Women disrespect men, and when we lash out, it becomes domestic violence. It becomes abuse. But the disrespect and manipulation is still there. And guess what? They apologize and don't mean it. They will continue doing the same thing. Imagine a woman coming to you, I will fuck you up. This is America. This is not Africa. They already know. They have embraced the system. So that's not even an
hustle.
See,
make una hustle. Women can't settle for less anymore.
The money my brother, can I say something? My brother, can I say something on that? My brother, can I say something on that?
Somebody said make una hustle.
Brother, just a second.
Cannot settle for less anymore. The money you are making, they are also making it. So what else can you offer?
Prophetess, let me point out something about that.
That's not what marriage is, though. I'm going to address that.
Prophetess, let me point out something about that. My brother, just a moment. Let me say something about that.
This is the sad thing, Mama, right? They are showing you who they are, and you are still kind of like covering them. We are the ones facing it. Your generation is the last generation of good women. Period. Take it. Right. Your generation is the last generation. This was where we get here, there be korofo, there be wish. Now me talk.
Okay, my brother, let me say something. Let me say something. My brother, can I say something? Just a moment. Just a moment. Madam, listen to what that person is saying. Already the person sees us here and assumes that we're broke.
We're broke. I'm a computer engineer and you assume that I'm already broke.
Now, here is the point that is very funny. The United States of
Make you no
America.
go hustle.
Let me listen. Let me listen, madam.
Your wife been winch.
Prophetess, listen. Prophetess, listen.
This we are not fighting. Who wants to settle this thing? You people,
prophetess,
I
listen.
have so many things that I have written down to teach you people. You people don't even want me. You want to confuse me again.
Oh, no, prophetess, wait. Let me point out something to you, prophetess. First of all, the United States has already made it clear in the United States of America that the highest spenders in the economy are single women. America in itself does not favor marriage. Even the marriage tax, you are taxed higher as a marriage couple than as a single person. The system itself wants people to be single so that you can spend more on flying around and sleeping around with men and buying Louis Vuitton bags and hanging and Mercedes-Benz and driving. Don't forget that this same generation of women are the kind of women that used to throw their boyfriends out because of Nokia phone. Where is the Nokia phone today? Where is the Nokia phone? The same generation now, they will say hustle, hustle, hustle over money that means nothing. Now, here is the point that I want to point out to you, madam. If you have, listen to me, a girl from Abakaliki, a broke girl, broke bush babe, is expecting a man that makes $400,000 to come and pick her up. Meanwhile,
somebody is saying people are complaining too much about women.
Prophetess.
Marriages are failing because couples. We have a renowned woman of God. I call her also a mother. She's been married for years, for over 30 years, and been in ministry. Bishop Kate Kawas, she's commenting on Facebook. She said marriages are failing because couples have refused to follow the manual for marriage, which is the truth. You people don't want me to talk now. I have a note on all this. The manual for marriage, and that's the inventor of marriage put down for them. Okay.
So you have this thing, prophetess, where these girls from these bush girls from Port Harcourt, Abakaliki, and all these places are believing that they qualify for the 1% of men. And then you have a very crazy statistics now.
Somebody say, why Abakaliki girls?
Prophetess, let me finish. 85% of broke women are thinking that they qualify for the 1% of the top men. 85% of these broke girls are thinking that they qualify for the 1% of the broke men. These 1% of men, just because you've seen and you know the funniest part of
Dreamlight, somebody said, is there a manual actually? The person is reacting to what the bishop wrote on Facebook. Yes, marriages have a manual, and I'm going to come to that as well, okay? Of course, there's a manual for marriage. Every institution, every university has manuals now. It has things you have to do to move to the next phase. Continue, Dreamlight.
So if you have a situation where these girls are living in this dream world, a dream world, your dad, you see, because the funniest part of the whole story is your dad was broke and your grandfather was broke. Your dad was broke. Your grandfather was broke. You now meet a man that was at least better than your father, but you cancel him out because you believe, because you've seen a Bugatti pass, that you qualify for that. Meanwhile, you don't. And the funniest part of the whole story is, of all this noise we're hearing in social media, these girls are not getting there.
The comment section is so messy. I won't read this again. I mean,
no, they can say what they can, insult whoever they want to, because that what is raining now is insulting people. The fact of the matter is, you don't live where these men live, you don't work where these men work, you don't move in the social circles of these men, but you believe somehow that you'll marry someone that drives a Rolls Royce. How is it going to happen? How? Explain it to me. So the fact of the matter is that there's too much illusion. And then imagine people who are so sick. You see a man. Here's my belief.
Vivian Rapp, you have to test me after this live broadcast. You need to test me after this session. Vivian, you can hear me. Test me how you will need to talk.
So here's the thing, madam, and I'm going to let my brother talk. The last thing I'll say. How can you go for men if you have no... How can I go into Mercedes-Benz to buy Mercedes-Benz if I have no respect for Mercedes-Benz? How can I walk into the Mercedes-Benz shop to want to buy Mercedes-Benz, but I have no respect for it? You want to be with a man, but you're coming with all these ideas that you're hearing that happen to other people. And then you use what you hear outside in the society to come and impose it on that man. And so before you even start, the thing has already failed. How is it going to work? My brother, if you say something there.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I was the one hailing you when you joined. You know, I know today's going to be very interesting because I've been following you for a while, and I know you're very intelligent in all your discourses on the social media. Mama, God bless you. So I might want to differ a little bit because, yeah, when you have an injury on your body and you want to treat it, it hurts. Okay.
Somebody said
Now,
you need a therapy.
so if
Wherever
it hurts because
whoever broke your heart. Continue, Mr. Moon.
you already have an injury. We are talking about the effects, what we get when there's a crack on the wall of marriage. Just like somebody said on Facebook, marriage has a manual and all that. But I want to start this way because I know that majority of people here are in Nigeria. I'm not in Nigeria anyway, but I'm a Nigerian, like all of us. So
let us know where you're calling, where you're joining from.
I'm in Dallas, Texas. So we all share the same background and ideology, kind of, because we all have this kind of story behind us. Now, when we talk about marriages in America and Europe, and we see all the things that are going on here, government enabling the ladies or the women, to, divorce their men, cheat on them, protect them and all that. And it becomes a problem, a kind of an issue with men over here, because the truth is that government is enabling that. And marriage over here is quite like opposite of what is happening back home. Now my question is, how do we talk about what is happening back home?
No, okay, hold on. You said the government is enabling them here.
Yes.
And it's different. Marriage down here is different from what is happening back home. We're going to actually discuss that kind of marriage. But let's discuss marriage in a whole. Now, somebody said to me that the reason why it is different here is because women actually have help here. But in Nigeria, they don't have help. That's what somebody said.
I wanted to make a point.
Yes.
I wanted to make a point. The point I want to make is this. When we talk about marriage, talking about it dividedly might not help us. Marriage in Nigeria or Africa, marriage in America are not the same. In Africa, the custom, the tradition, the culture is enabling the men. That is why you see a lot of women going through opposite of the same thing men go over here, even if not worse. Because back home you see a situation where a woman loses her husband and everybody will blame her, they will take all her property and all that, which don't happen here. Or when a woman will be in the home without consultation, the man will go and marry another woman and marry another one without marry, and to him the woman is helpless, she can't do nothing, right? And many of them has been, in fact, we all have stories to talk about in this area. In America, it's like opposite of what happens in Africa, because over here you see a lot of men struggling, build wealth and all that, and one woman from nowhere will come and crash land them and they become poor overnight. Some of them commit suicide. So I am not supporting any of this. Why can't we strike a balance and look for the owner of this institution and see what the person put in place and see if that can help us? Because both of them cannot help us. The one we have in Nigeria cannot help, in Africa cannot help us. The one we have in America here or Europe cannot help us.
Now,
what do we do?
Before we blame the institution, I am trying to have us have responsibilities here in marriage. The institution is not what is breaking marriage. It is you and I that are breaking. Government did not come to your house and tell you leave your husband, leave your wife. It is you who have the bad habits. So let us come to ourselves.
Mama,
I want this podcast to be first. Reflection.
Mama, they do.
Redirection. We need to do better.
You cannot generalize everything.
The marriage. We need to go back to what the biblical marriage is.
I understand.
We need to go back to what God is saying. God has said that the man shall leave his father and his mother and will hold fast to his wife. God is interested in marriage. So let's leave this other interest, shared interest from the government that, like you people allege. The government that cannot come and tell me leave your husband. The government cannot come and tell me be lonely. There is so much to benefit from marriage that the government cannot give you. The government will not give you sex.
What I'm saying is that there are people with ugly intentions. We are human beings, 100% human being. If I come and marry you, I might have the right intention.
Why do people have ugly intentions that they can benefit from the government if they actually benefit that from the spouse? I would rather benefit from my spouse than the government.
I'm trying to submit to you that we are humans and we have right to choices. In as much as God is not, we are not trying, nobody's blaming God here now. God gave us the right to choose, right, to make our choices. But I'm telling you that if the environment is enabling me to, to behave in a certain way and get away with it, of course, I have that tendency. I will have that tendency. What I'm trying to say.
Who would you say is behind? What would you say is behind a failed marriage? If you guys say marriage is failed,
who I would say that is behind a failed marriage is humans.
Good, not the government, and that is what we should be
Government is
talking
human.
about today.
Government is human too because they make the law.
Government
Let
is institution.
me tell you what I mean.
It is not humans. The government laws are not humans.
Let me tell you what I mean.
Institution.
Let me tell you what I mean. Allow me to explain what I mean. The government in Nigeria or Africa, if they have stood up for the women in Africa, for women in Africa, the experiences they're having back home, they will not have it. Because a man will know that when you go and marry another woman without the consent of your wife, it becomes a problem.
Okay.
Over here, if the government sit up, to
the ladies, I'm going to accept you very soon. I'm trying to still,
over
let
here,
me understand with the men.
The women over here will not have a free day they are having every day against the men. So what I'm saying is that if you and I say, okay, God, we are doing your kind of marriage, we are doing godly kind of marriage, and one day or the other, one way or the other, one of us is influenced, one of the spouses are influenced with what is happening around, with the social media antics and all that is happening around, the person has the tendency to use what enables that person to do what he wants to do or she wants to do in that marriage. That's what I'm trying to say. So we as humans, we need to work on ourselves and know how we're going to marry, how we're going to do this thing called marriage. Either we are going to God.
I want to state something before.
I want to follow our own standard. The result will keep being the same.
I am
humans.
Hold on. Let me say something before the comment goes up. There's a comment on Facebook from Bishop Kate Kawa. She said, the marriage institution is not failing. Check the statistics. More people will get married this year than last year. So I agree with the woman of God. The couple are responsible for the failed marriage. Yes.
Listen, this is one thing I want to say, and I'm going to say this. One thing. Let me finish. Let me say something for a moment. There's something the church does that I have a very big problem with. The church comes up with its own statistics. The statistics in the society, which is also affecting the church, is that we are at 75% divorce rates. But the church brings this funny thing that if they say that we want to prove that there's something, everything is fine because it's
that divorce rate is not of the church. Now, let me give you a statistic. You people are talking. Let me also have a minute to speak. Now, look at what I put down.
Pastor.
There is a greater chance of having another divorce if you have been divorced before. You said you were married for 12 years. I don't know when you
don't put this that don't put that on me. Okay. Don't put that on me.
No, hold on. No,
I don't know why you're referring that to me at this stage.
No, hold on. I'm getting somewhere. They said there's a greater chance of having another divorce if you've been previously divorced before. Yes. And that one is the statistic to show for that. That people who divorced previously actually went into another marriage and had another divorce. Now, another statistic shows that, so getting a new wife or a new husband does not necessarily mean you'll be happy. That is true. Statistics also shows that unhappy married adults who divorced because they felt they were unhappy or separated were not significantly happier than those who stayed married. And that is true. Most people that I've seen on this, on this session are people who have been previously divorced. You can still see the unhappiness when they express themselves. So being divorced did not actually make them happier. It made them even more bitter.
Let me point out, prophetess, I don't know why it is that if someone is divorced and it comes to tell you the experiences, you conclude they're bitter. Why do you conclude they're bitter? They're trying to explain to you their experiences and you conclude they're bitter. Why is it that Africans, if we say what we see, we'll conclude they're bitter?
If you spoke at the beginning for a lot of time and you were not interrupted, so I would like you to maintain some respect and decorum. Let me also speak. You made your research, I made my research, and I'm going to cite this people. You can go online and check. Okay, so if we're trying to make it right, we don't make it by raising our voices. We make it by raising our arguments, and that is the problem most couples have in marriages. They raise their voices, sometimes they raise their fists, and they don't raise their arguments. When you raise your voice, by saying when you get mad with the other person, hold on, and you raise your voice at the other person, it doesn't bring a solution. It don't make it better. Okay, this is a podcast. We are not here to just shout and get angry. We're here to bring solution. Okay, so you've talked. I'm also the host. Let me say the things I have put down, because you're not the only one here. We have others who will be watching, and we'll have thousands. Some of our videos have reached over 1.5 million views, some over 1 point something million. So people are going to be watching us, those who are not on live, and they have to also hear this, okay? Now, most women completely get messed up when they divorce. So I'm also speaking to the women. To those who think, oh, I'm going to divorce and I'm going to find peace. Most women who get divorced don't actually find peace. You get messed up. You don't even have a steady man to, to give you what you're supposed to be getting as a married woman. You start hopping like a dog everywhere. Everybody comes in and goes out. It happens even here in Dallas. Some women who left their husband today, every African American go sleep with them. Sometimes, most African Americans here don't even have money to give you. So you actually end up giving to that person. Whereas you should have been in that marriage if it's not very toxic. If there's a rain in your house, you don't leave the house, right? You repair the roof. If you have a light bulb in your house that goes off, you don't leave the house because of a light bulb that blew up. You fix it. Now, even if the marriage was toxic, there is something you do before the word divorce, and that is separation. If there is fire in your house today, you don't just abandon the house. You call the police and they try to put up the fire, but what you do first is separate. You leave the house, because if you're in that house, you can get burnt down, but you don't still abandon the house. I'm trying to get somewhere. We're blaming marriage on the government and everything, but most of you men and most of you women don't even add the spices to the marriage anymore. Yes, Africans, we are hard-headed. I know. Nigerians, I've had to deal with so many of them. There's so many people who, during my course of counseling, when these men start talking, you already see their faults in that marriage. Sometimes when the women start talking, you already see their faults. They don't add. If I bring you a soup, a vegetable soup, and I did not put salt, and I did not put maggi, I did not put crayfish, I did not put pepper, you will not eat it. So most marriages are no more tasty and uneatable. I am trying to make us understand here that we are the ones that fail marriage. Marriage don't fail. In every failed marriage, you take responsibility for it. If we live where we can take responsibilities to these issues in marriage, they will have less and lesser divorces in the society. I'm going to just come here because I know I'm going to give you guys time to talk, and I might not have time to really talk again. You see this ring we wear? I put up something and I said this ring to me is a covenant. It's not a contract. Marriage is not a contract, it's a covenant. A contract is when you say, you bring and say, okay, if you give me 5, I'm going to give you 5. But a covenant is meant to last forever. So most of you now are treating your marriages as contracts. You blow your wife if you blow you back. You hit back if you... No, that is not what marriage is a covenant. And the ring we wear, I said it has 5 minutes, 5 significance. One of the significances to me, I said, is endurance. Marriage has to do with endurance. Yes. It does not have to be rosy every time. No. Even Jesus endured pain to pay the ultimate price, which is salvation he gave us. So yes, marriage, 1, endurance. 2, engagement. In marriage, there has to be engagement from both parties. The third one is exploration. In marriage, don't stop exploring. Explore so many things. Explore so many sex positions. Explore vacations. Explore so many things that you were not, doing before. You explore things in marriage. The next one is enjoyment. In marriage, you enjoy it. There's so much to enjoy from marriage. And the next one is enhancement. Stop treating marriage like contract and this one. No. You enhance each other. The man enhance your wife. The woman enhance your husband. If you got married to somebody who was driving a keke nape, enhance him to drive a BMW next. The man, if you got married to a woman who had a skill and was making hair, enhance her and build her a first-class salon. We have dropped all this part and we're complaining. We are no more talking about the biblical marriage, and that is why there's so much bitterness in us. There's so much bitterness in the life of people because we are now treating marriage as a contract. If you do me, I go do you. We treat marriage as for your reaction, there's an action. No. Treat marriage as I respond. My actions is as a response to God in heaven, not as what you have done. Meaning this person slaps you in marriage, you're not meant to slap back. Ask yourself, what would Jesus do? We have forgotten God. That is where I'm trying to get us to. I know a lot of us are angry about things that has been done to us, but see, we should not forget the God factor in marriage. And now let me come with the statistics, because I would like you guys to also look it up. There is a statistic that says, I wrote it down. Where is that statistic? That going to church actually lessens a divorce. God gives you a commitment. God. Hold on. Where did I write this thing?
Oh God.
No, hold on. No, I'm going to come. You know, you guys have been
Prophetess.
telling me this one. I also wrote some points now,
Prophetess.
and I can't even find it where I wrote it. But look, there was a, I think in 2001, there was a study that says that the rate of the divorce with those that profess to know Jesus was the same with those that did not profess to know Jesus. That's the rate of divorce for those that say, I know God, was actually the same. Okay, yes, I've seen it. In 2001, Banner Surgery says, divorce rate is the same in the church as it is in the general public for those who profess to know Jesus, but not those that enter the church. They profess. Everybody now is saying, I know Jesus. When last did you enter the church? Then now in 2008, the same Banner came with another study and said, when a person attends church, it lowers their divorce rate or divorce chances by roughly 25 to 50% compared to those that do not attend church. Now, from my own understanding, when it says from those that attend church, is because when you attend church, it does not even say those that really know God or does what the Bible says. I'm going to come to that. If you know God, you don't divorce. I'm going to come to that. But when you attend church, sometimes you don't divorce because you feel, what is the pastor going to say? Those that don't attend church were like, I don't care. I mean, I don't have a pastor. I don't have anybody watching my back. But those that attend church, the divorce rates, at least if you attend church regularly, you have something you do in church. Let us, go to Banner, B-A-R-N-A, 2008. Banner 2008. Now, when you attend church, you kind of, what would the pastor say? What is the pastor going to say when I get divorced? But it doesn't necessarily change somebody. What I'm trying to say is, those who attend church are not necessarily changed. It is just because of what is this person going to say? That's why you're not divorcing. The man can still have secret relationship, can still cheat, the woman can still be doing what they do, but they are coping because they attend church and they care about what people are going to say. But the marriage that can last forever, according to what God has said, is those people that look up to God. Those people that emulate God. Those people that their own response is, what would Jesus think when I do these things? If you look at God and make decisions, I tell people I would prefer that my husband respects God and put him first than me. I don't mind coming third in this marriage. Yes. Let the first person in your life be God. The marriage institution itself be second, and let me be third. I'm okay with it. Because I know that when you look on God and you respect God, you respect me, who is the third in line. Yes.
Oh.
Somebody said, how many men know God? Okay, you see him now. That is what we are still talking about. How many men?
Prophetess, let us come in there. Let us come in there. Let us come in there. Let us come in there, prophetess. Because you said you see him now, and then you continue. Let us come in now.
I can hear.
Okay.
No, somebody said how many men know God.
Okay. My brother, hold on. Why the assumptions?
Yes.
Why the assumptions?
Thank you. God bless you.
Why the assumptions? You see all these men in church and you assume that, because the feminist system says that only the women know God, the men don't know God. Only the women are pure, the men are all the ones cheating. Only the women are the angels, the men are the ones doing everything bad. And I'm trying to point out here at this point is, how does this kind of mentality work in a system? How does it work? That's the point I've been trying to make. See, madam, when you follow this Bible, the allegory of the Bible, Eve can easily make Adam lose paradise. If you listen to the snake, which is really what is going on now, listening to the snake, if you listen to the snake in the Garden of Paradise, you will make Adam lose everything. And that is what is happening to men today. Women listen to the snake. They're listening to ideologies. They're listening to a lot of things out there about money, about men, assumptions, and then how won't Adam lose paradise? How won't Adam lose paradise in this story? It's hard though. And
Hello,
another thing,
Pastor.
madam, is why is it that if people bring experiences, you say they're bitter? If they bring their
say
experiences, they say they're bitter.
No, no,
Can I
no.
say-
Nobody is saying you are bitter as a person if you bring your experiences.
I have
I'm
a-
just telling you generally, people who are divorced are not happier than those who stayed in the marriage. And that's the truth. Okay. You want to say something, but your network is bad. Your network is bad, unbreakable. What do you want to say?
Okay. I like, this is me, right? Let's give to God.
And
what
I can't
belongs
see
to
you. I
God.
can't even see you. Oh
Sorry.
my God. I can't see you. Where you are is
Can
very
you hear
It's
dark.
dark.
Can
It's
you
very
hear me
dark.
now?
Yes,
Can you hear
but
me now?
I can't see you a bit.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can see you now.
Okay. Let us, I know we cannot remove God from marriage. I'm a God-fearing man. I agree. I totally agree. I'm not disputing that fact. It's good. But
Somebody said that's not true. You're not a God-fearing man.
it's okay. They can say whatever they want to say. At least I know I have God in my life. Without God, I know where for day. Man, let me tell you something. As a human being, we are born evil. We are born with stain. And some people embrace that part of them. And it's mostly women. Men, we are naturally protectors. We are fathers, just like our Father. We're created in His own image. So divine within us, we are considerate. Women aren't. We can try to modify all these things to try to suit women and say, yes, the issue of marriages is between both spouses, is the problem of both spouses. Understandable. But I can give you 1,000,001 reason why the feminine gender is the problem in marriages. That is what people don't want to hear. I can give you 1,000 reasons why women are the problem and are the ones initiating divorces and broken homes.
Please tell me, why are women the problem?
Number one, this is from, let me start from the joking side because we have short time. A man comes to you, sees your figure, and chooses to marry you. Along the marriage, you choose to go and reduce that figure. I married you for that figure, your shape, Abi. Now, in the marriage, you now want to go and reduce your size. That is a red flag. I will divorce you. It's my spec now. If I marry you fat, stay fat. It's part of the problem. If I wanted a slim woman, I will go and marry a slim woman. That is one.
You will not kill me. Wait.
Hold
on.
No,
Hold on.
you will laugh today. I came with violence. Two, because people are taking this whole thing.
Wait.
Two.
You said
Mama, let me finish.
you married a woman based on her figure.
My piece.
And if the figure come out, you go divorce her.
I will divorce you. If you go and reduce your shape, I will divorce you. I married a woman who is plumpy. After 2 years, you are now skinny. It's film trick. Leave my plumpiness for me. That is what I paid for. Are you getting me? That is one. Number two, sex position. I'm tired. I'm tired of missionary journey. Women need to learn new positions. Some women, once they born 1, born 2, born 3, they just get for grant. They don't want to learn new things. Are you getting me? Money management skills. Women are poor when it comes to money. You don't have sense, and you can't buy 1 million naira or $1 million wig in your head. I pray that wig will give you headache. I'm reading from what I wrote to 4. Neglecting the husband. After the wife borns or litters 1 or 2 children.
Mama, are you here on Facebook? I can't even see you. I didn't even know you joined. It was saying adding.
Hello, Mama.
Okay,
4.
yes.
Once the woman litters 2 or 3 kids, The man is no longer in the picture. Her focus is on the kids. The man is not being neglected. If you neglect me, I will divorce you. Period. Listening and not comprehending. If she has problem with comprehending skills, she should go back to kindergarten. I'm tired of shouting. I'm not going to jail for no woman. Because if you yell at a woman,
I pray that God will
in
give you
America,
this,
if you yell at a
I don't know
woman,
what
it's
to do
called
to you.
domestic violence. It's called abuse on spouse. You know the story. Yes, I'm still reading. Don't go looking for what no concern you. Leave my phone alone. It's none of your concern.
What?
Yes.
So the woman should leave your phone alone.
Leave my phone alone, and I will leave your phone alone. Respect boundaries. Women nowadays don't respect boundaries.
Okay.
Don't go
Wait.
to bed angry.
Please, this Juliet. So please, can you tone down the noise on your
I want to
side,
do
please?
that now. Yes.
Thank you. God bless you. Unbreakable, you said the woman must not touch your phone. If she touch your phone, you divorce her.
Leave my phone. My phone is not. You did not buy the phone for me. Don't disturb my phone. Leave me.
What
alone.
is in the phone?
It does not concern anybody. Don't go to bed angry. If you're angry at me, I'm angry at you. We have to settle first before we go to bed. Because if I ask you for my regular right, you don't give me, I'm divorcing you.
Are you okay?
Keep your issue within our marriage. If you take my issue to your pastor or your sister or your in-law, divorce. Straight.
What do you mean?
Empathy and sympathy. If you lack sympathy or empathy, I'm divorcing you. I don't care about your past trauma. It does not concern me. Respect. If you don't respect me as a man and you respect your daddy GO in church or your boss, I'm divorcing you. Social media. If you are comparing our lifestyle to social media, I'm divorcing you. Kicking your man while he's down. If you in one kick me, if you mistakenly kick me while I'm down, when I get up, I'm divorcing you. I don't have time for it. Spoil your man with gift. If you don't take me out,
say that thing. You say if
Let
you
me
kick you when you're down.
Ma'am, I'm giving you my list, my criteria. Everybody have criteria now.
No, repeat one of the criteria so I can know how to advise. You say she kick you when you're down.
If you kick me while I'm down, when I get up, I'm kicking you. Divorce straight. Osbo, I don't be bogey. Mama, don't I no play. Spoil me. If you don't take me out, buy me shawarma, send me debit alert. Divorce. If you say your money is your money,
would the woman give you money or something? I
like debit. I like, it's my wife. We are one. I like to receive alert. I will give you back your money. It's not. I just want to see. I want to know how it feels. Are you getting me? If you don't send me alert, divorce. Spoil me. I like shawarma. I like ice cream. I like perfume. I like to barb my hair. You have to spoil me. I like to do spas, my nails. If you look under my feet, I have map of Nigeria under EGJ. I have trekked for the Africa alone. So I like spa.
Wait, and you're in US. You're in US now. You're in Houston here, and you're saying the things that the man has to do for the woman in reverse. No, that's bad.
No, I want it to. No. For marriage to work.
Breakable.
This is what men do for women, for the marriage to work. Now I want it back.
Okay, Breakable, listen. Let me modify that a little. Look, madam, I can't tell you the number of women I've been with that I went and paid maybe $2,000 for your birthday or so. I spent maybe $3,000 for your birthday, and then you come back and text me a king was born when it's my birthday. Don't text me a king was born.
Don't text me.
Don't text me a king was born. Don't text me that the Lord is with you on this your birthday. Don't text me nonsense. If I have given to you, you have to prove to me you're not stingy. Why are you so stingy? Why are you so stingy?
This is for women
on my birthday.
Not for all the women.
On my birthday,
I know we are together. Well, I have.
I will spend $3,000, madam. I spent $3,000 on a woman on her birthday. Then you text me on my own birthday. A king was born. A king kill you there. A king kill you there.
You have a job.
Okay. I think you people should. Okay, we have somebody on Facebook.
No, don't laugh.
Let us say something to you people.
I told you I was coming. I have list.
No, violence. Then this is water that quenches it. So wait, there's somebody. We have Bishop Kate Cowers from Facebook. She wants to say something from Facebook so people can hear. Just 1 minute and so that you can hear her advice too. Please. Okay. Mama, please go on.
Okay. Gentlemen, first of all, I must really appreciate the fact that you guys are able to come out to express yourself. It's good. It's good we know how you're thinking and all that. But I want to say, like Mama said earlier on, I don't think the marriage institution is failing. What is happening here is that we have individuals that went into marriage without adequate preparation for what marriage is. They do not really understand, God's intention for marriage.
I hope you guys are hearing.
Yes, just like she said,
they said they're hearing. Yeah.
Some of us going to marriage as a contract because of what I don't know what his name is. The last man that just spoke in a very comical way. I had a good laugh. Thank you, made my day. But let me tell you, all the funny reasons you give for divorce shows that you do not know what marriage really is all about.
You see?
Okay, you don't know what marriage really is all about. Marriage is a covenant. You understand? Because if you want to know about what you are going into, first of all, read the manual. Find out who instituted marriage.
God himself.
What was his intention? What was his intent for creating marriage? The reason why marriages are failing, not the institution, is because we have a lot of ill-prepared people that are not prepared for marriage. That means you find individuals that just meet each other and decide to get married, just like the other guy said, because he likes the figure. You understand? That means he likes the container. He doesn't know what the content is, what content the container is carrying. But all he's interested in is in the container. You understand? You find a lot of men that go into marriage for that reason. You find a lot of women that go into marriage for so many other reasons best known to them that is far away from what God's intention is for marriage. So for you to get married, you have to be compatible with the person you're getting married to. You understand? Marriages are failing because of incompatibility. Firstly, you have to be compatible socially, with the person you are dating. You have to be, don't just meet somebody and then rush into marriage. You have to be compatible with the person. You have to find out, is my reasoning level the same with this person? You understand? From the way the person reacts, from the things the person does, you will know if people are on the same level of how. You understand? Socially. Then you talk about emotionally. That is the problem that we have. We have a lot of men carrying muscles, big tummy, huge, but they're emotional babies. You understand? That the fact that you have a deep voice doesn't mean you're matured. You understand? But that goes for both the male and the females anyway. But because the men are talking a lot today, so that's why I'm saying that. But that goes for both the males and females. We have a lot of people that go into marriage not prepared for what the institution calls.
As a matter of fact, Bishop, I think next Saturday, if you can even join us on Instagram so that they can have you live, because these people, they want to finish me today. They cannot.
I totally
join me,
Bishop, can I say something for Bishop to hear?
We can have it with them because these people.
Hold on.
Yes,
Hold on.
They never let you talk again. They don't shout.
Breakable, hold on a moment. Can you tell the bishop that one other thing I see in the African community is that they say men are emotional when they refuse to take toxic behavior. Yes, there is a belief in the African system that men need to take abuse and toxic behavior, and that means you are a man. And I think that over here, we've learned, at least through education, that toxic behavior is unacceptable. The idea that we must take...
She said she don't believe that.
Okay.
It takes two whole
Pastor.
people to be married. When I mean two whole people that are sound, mentally, physically, emotionally, okay, and socially to be married. And so nobody that is matured,
thank you,
and socially, we expect somebody to continuously take abuse. That is not being a man. In fact, I would say that's being foolish. Okay. So what I'm saying right here is that a lot of people go into marriage without being prepared, either for the sex, either for the looks of the lady, and all that, and so many other reasons.
Okay.
Marriages, you can never go, Mama. You can never go into anything. I disagree.
Thank you so much, Ma. I believe that next week, if you're able to join me, they would hear more from you, and it will be live for them. They can see your face and hear what you say, and maybe we can change these minds and we'll change this narrative, Ma. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Amen. I hope you guys have heard how
she's wrong.
Yeah, we heard her.
She said,
I agree with her.
somebody said she's wrong.
Yes, I did say she's wrong. You cannot fully know somebody's intention. Let me repeat myself, Mama. If you understand what I'm saying, some people are not, they don't reveal their true intentions. Okay? People pretend for a long time. And when you are in that marriage, their behavior comes out and they start showing their true nature. And you know what I'm talking about. Elegant Ginanya, I'm looking at you. You know exactly what I'm talking
No,
about.
I don't know what
Yes,
you're talking about.
yes, you
What do you
do.
mean?
You know how this gender, if you not fear woman, eh? Now only God knows. I understand she married a good man, a man that balances her. Now I'm telling you about this generation, that these people waiting out now, this Gen Z. It's not the millennials again, the Gen Z. They have nothing to write home about, Mama. We can talk this thing over and over and over and over again. You see them, I've sent you the link, I've sent you sites, I've showed you proofs, and you still want to come out and speak as if they are in your level. No, these are your daughters. They don't the time has changed. The time has flipped. They don't think the way you all think. They don't have the patience you all think. These people are coming from a place of trauma. They are coming, they are lions. These people, they chop us real life. It happen. And you say,
women are chopping you people real life. What do you mean? They are lions. How do you mean that women are chopping you people now?
Let me explain to prophetess. This is the first time in history that we're living with 6 generations at the same time. Six generations. This generation is the first generation that, you see, as you're preaching, I've seen your videos of you preaching in church. As you're preaching, all those your girls in your church all have spec. They all have their spec. You can preach from morning till night. They want a guy that is 6 feet tall, has 6-pack, and makes 6 figures. You that you're preaching here, you're just preaching your preaching. You preach for the next 40 years. You can preach for the next 40 years. It doesn't change what they're looking for.
They're looking for Benz.
They're looking for Mercedes Benz.
They're looking for,
you can preach till
they're
tomorrow.
Looking for husband. They're looking for husband. So, Pastor, if you are
this thing
I understand.
that you're saying, the funny thing is that you're saying the problem we're talking about right now, prophetess, is in the church. In the church, marriages have stopped. In the church, marriages have stopped because the girls themselves have spec. They have their spec. You can see what the bishop woman said, the bishop or whatever that lady said. She's talking to her generation. This new generation,
it's
or whatever
different.
other generations
It's different ball game.
There is nothing like generation before God, though. Is what you people don't understand.
Mama, I understand. I give God.
10 commandments is 10 commandments in old and new generation.
Mama, I give God the glory. Even the devil himself can quote the Bible. Even the devil, the Bible that we are quoting today has been tampered. And
somebody said you people should leave.
No, because Mama, because every time we are
leave Gen Z alone, follow your own generation.
No, the matter is
I understand that you are trying to send a message, and I appreciate the fact that at the end of your show, you give a good testimony and a good message out there. That is why I'm always coming on your show to support you. But I want you to listen to the pain of the men. You have seen it. Men are not getting married no more. Men are being hurt. Men are being broken. And one other thing you should understand is these girls, they came out from a home that is broken. That is all they know. A child that came out of a divorced home and gets married, 90% of that marriage is going to end up in divorce because she doesn't know. 90%, that marriage will break.
My brother Breakable, here's the thing that prophetess is not recognizing. Most of these girls have been in church for 30 years. And it's Nigerians we're talking about. Their parents took them to church while they were in diapers. And do you know how many churches are in Nigeria preaching every Sunday? And marriages are like this now. Do you know how many churches are preaching every Sunday? Madam, you have no idea.
One sincere question. You, the both of you, who is responsible for a broken marriage? Is it the man or the woman?
The man has no control over the woman. Let's make that clear now today. If the woman decides that she's going to rebel, the man is done. You guys talk as if men still have control like in 1975. That control doesn't exist anymore, and the women know it.
It's gone.
It's gone. So if a woman decides that she wants to scatter this house and get your house and get your car and get everything, she'll do it. You guys talk as if men control. Control how? With a chain? With chain or rope?
How?
You can't control anybody. How?
The only language they understand now is money. Each day go ahead, make sure you slap them with
what
money.
Language do you understand?
Loyalty. That is
For
my
me.
language.
For
Loyalty.
me.
To me, my
For me.
language is loyalty. If you're loyal to me when you hate me, I'll be loyal to you when I hate you. That is the language of marriage to me.
That
Nobody
is
else
what I
everybody
want you to
talk.
tell. That is what I want to
Bishop
talk to
talk.
you people about. Stop seeing marriage as your reaction to the person's action. No, no, that is not the biblical marriage. Oh,
Mama.
your reaction should be God's action, Jesus. In
Prophetess.
response to Jesus, not see if you ever have to do how do they say it? You know, a feast for a feast. Marriage cannot last.
Tit for tat.
I think next week, tit for tat. Thank you. I think next week we'll continue this thing because this talk no go finish. We'll
Let me give you the final point, prophetess. Let me give you the final point. Let me help you out so that you will know what to preach in your church. What is reigning now in the Nigerian community is the girls are looking for. They're looking for men who don't talk, are submissive, and have money. That's what's reigning now. You must be submissive as a man.
No,
that is what is reigning now.
That's not what the Bible.
I am telling you that is what is reigning now. You have to be submissive. You have money, and you don't say a word. Then you are good. That's the one that is marriage material. And he's 6 feet tall. That is marriage material now. So nowadays, if you're an alpha male, you are assertive, you have personality, you are confident in yourself, you will most likely will be rejected because they'll say, oh, this one, if I do something he may react. That is what I hear in church. So what they're looking for is submissive men. Submissive. You have to be a beta male to marry a Nigerian woman today.
Okay, I have this question for you. Men, I keep saying, what do you bring to the table? You as a man, I'll ask some breakable first. As a man, what do you bring to the table?
I get list, so my list plenty. In plenty. I said to God, if I start to list out for you, you go wrong. Number one, me, if I marry better woman like my mama, which is not possible, I no one know. I think I speak in English, forget American now, the para. I no one know how you take big rich. I will beat you. That's what I bring, protection, number one. Number two, I will do everything in my power. If not to go crack shit, or to clean person, which I did do already back in the days for America. You know what being to clean to feed my family. I don't do one. Submit my paycheck. That's what I bring to the table. Protection, I bring a lot. Fun.
So protection, you bring protection to the table.
I bring a lot to the table.
If
you date a man,
what did you say?
Woto. It's got twet. You understand? I bring twet to the table too. I don't play.
What's the meaning of that?
Mama, don't worry. This is a church lead. I cannot say this is a church lead thing today. I'm in a very different mood today. You understand? I bring that. You understand? I bring fun. I bring happiness. I bring growth. You cannot come to me and don't grow. It's not possible. You understand? So just because of say guy man for you as a woman won't come beat me, join, put me at that ground. No. Go.
That's really wrong. That's wrong. I'm going to address that before we close.
And you know what I'm talking about, Mama, because you know what I talk now. These girls don't care. This generation of women don't care. All this thing where they talk, they hear, the entire year they come off for a year. They don't care. So there's nothing you guys can teach them. Mama, they already know the secret. They are not helping matters. They don't want to be submissive. They don't want to. They just want, what they want is that Louis Vuitton bag, fly to Paris.
I would like to say something. I would like to say something in the line of what you have said. Remember, all these ladies you are talking about cheating, they are cheating with men. They're not cheating with ladies.
Married men.
And all these girls you are seeing, they are abandoning their men and going for other men. Other men are the ones enabling them to do that. In as much as I'm condemning the act of one being irresponsible in marriage, there are still responsible ones. So it's both ways, both male and female. If you remember and understand your job, remember and understand your vow, remember and understand your covenant, you will not go out of the way, being influenced by negative things out there, being influenced by what is going on social media. A lot of people are giving so much attention to social media, and that is what is influencing them, thinking that it's something out there better than what they already have at home. If you nourish your man, nourish your wife, you will have a better home. Because that man you are even running to, somebody worked on him. At the end of the day, you will now go as a woman and snatch the husband, scatter that home, and come back and all that. Men need to do better. Women need to do better.
I
marriage
Um,
to work. I cannot
okay.
just push it to women, because those women, if a woman is a runs girl or whatever you guys call it, if no man carries her, she will not continue with that business. It will not flourish. Okay, men generally, if you're generalizing it that way, men generally should do better. Women generally should do better.
Everybody
But
should do
if
better.
you
Yeah,
decide to
that's
live
what I was trying to
together,
say. It is we that fail, not the marriage.
yeah, if you decide to live together as husband and wife, know who you are married. By the way, you as a man, why did you marry that woman? Is it because of shape? Is it because of, I heard all the 10 commandments you gave, my brother. Did you marry that woman because of her fair color, her shape, her sex style, and all? Why would you even want to sleep with her before you marry her? To know her sex style and
tell
sex
you.
capabilities.
Let me tell
Now,
you.
if
Before,
she has given you
excuse
first
me,
child, second
brother,
child, third child, fourth
brother.
child,
You
probably,
see how
and
you
it has
see how you
system, she
people.
can't do all those
Hold
things
on,
she was doing
my
before.
brother.
Now you are
Hold on,
faulting
real
her and
quick,
telling her
because
you're going
I
to
got.
divorce her.
Hold
If
on,
you
hold on.
divorce her like that, who is going to marry her? Let's not be
Hold on.
selfish about all
Hold
these
on.
things. We all need to do better. That's my
Excuse me.
stand.
Excuse me, my brother. I understand what you are trying to do. I know you are trying to impress the ladies. It's okay. Do your thing. It's okay. I don't have problem with you.
God,
Even what
this guy,
today,
You don't want
you
to
don't even redeem
if
hear
you.
there's
another
the ladies,
opinion. You just want to
Chidem,
stick to your own
hold
opinion.
on,
There are
hold
other
on.
opinions out there. We
I'm
need to
not
start put
disagreeing
them
with you
and
now.
know what we're going
I
to choose,
said do
because
your
what we're here is to help people that are having
now,
issues in their
I have
marriages.
I have my standards now. I have set my standards. If you do any of those things, divorce. I don't have, you see, it's not hard. Because you don't
That's not
understand.
the way forward.
Listen, experience
That's
is the best teacher. If you
not
have
the way
not worked with
forward.
somebody else's
You
shoe,
need to
you will
heal.
never
I
understand.
understand we all have scars.
Okay, now,
But let me tell you,
but
if
listen
you
to
have a
me. Listen
scar,
to
if
me.
you have
How
a
you handle?
scar, the
Listen,
best thing you
brother.
can do to
Listen.
yourself is to
If
start
you
healing.
are here,
Find the
listen, my
right
brother.
medication and start healing.
I
Okay?
have healed. And listen, I'm trying to teach my fellow men.
You are healed
Don't lower
and you
your
are making this
standards.
kind of,
Don't do not.
bringing this kind of 10
Were you here
commandments.
before? Do
Unbreakable,
not lower your
That's not fair, my
standards.
breakable,
brother. That's
breakable,
not
Okay?
fair.
breakable,
That your
breakable.
rule
Just
is
a moment.
very strict.
Breakable, just a moment. Please. I repeat again, it's something Africans do. If he's talking about experiences, don't assume he's bitter. Why do Africans do
Why are
that
you
rubbish?
saying I'm bitter?
Why do you assume
I'm
he's
enjoying
bitter?
my
If
life.
he's talking about what he has seen. If people, is it that Africans shouldn't say what they've seen? Observation.
No, I did not
Anytime
say that.
Africans say that this is what they've seen, they'll say they're
This is what
bitter.
We are
is
going
They're
going
to
on.
close
I
it
bitter.
need
here. You
to
guys
Why
should
say,
can't
join me next
Africans
week.
say what they've
Go
seen?
to the comment section and see what I've been saying. I said allow men to talk. We have bottled in a lot enough. Allow men to talk. And
oh,
there's
no.
this impression that when men
Let
talk,
me
they will say he's
ask
a weak man and all that. Allow men to talk. What I'm saying is that
Miss.
let's be very objective in our discussion. Let's be very
Oh, I'm
objective,
very
because people are
objective.
learning
Oh,
from
I'm
what we are
very,
doing
very
here.
Somebody
objective in my
said.
discussion.
Somebody on the
I've
comment
told
section
you
said,
what I've
"Shut
told you.
up, the man on red. You are pained."
No, don't say that. Allow men to talk. Allow everybody to air their
No.
view. But let me tell you the truth. We cannot run away from the manufacturer of the vehicle we are driving if we are having issues in that vehicle.
You go
If you
fix
go to
it.
roadside mechanic, they will
I will
kill the car. Take
sell
it
the vehicle. I will sell it scrap.
Oh,
Scrap.
and
so
you
I
great.
swear to God,
buy another one.
this now,
You
I
buy
will
another
sell
one.
that vehicle scrap
You
and
buy
go and buy
another one.
brand new
No,
You
no,
Otokoko
buy another one.
and drive my
see,
car.
breakable,
This
You buy
breakable, breakable,
another one.
breakable,
What do you
brand
breakable.
mean?
new.
Wait, breakable. Here's the
I will
thing.
work on myself. Let me tell you something, as a man, work on yourself. Invest in yourself first before you invest in any woman. If you rely on a woman, you will die. You
You
will die
told me
for her.
Hold on. I
the
want to
reasons
ask
why you
everybody.
got
Please hold on.
married.
Let me
That is
ask
why I have a
Unbreakable
little
a
challenge.
question again.
The reasons you are getting into
Let me
marriage,
ask
none of them
Mr.
is
Muna.
basic. The
Let me
reasons
ask
you are getting
Unbreakable
into
a
marriage, none
question.
of them is basic. You never talked about the content. All you were talking about is the
Mhm.
container that can change over time.
You
Do
did
you know
not wait
what
to
Oh
women
listen
God,
pass
to what
now
when
I
they start
said.
you
giving
guys should
birth?
You are
wait,
quick.
Do you know
wait,
what
You
wait.
women
are
pass
quick to
through?
jump
The
to what
changes
I
they
said.
observe in their body
Listen,
that
I am
affects them, their
cement.
daily
If
living.
you watch my
Muna,
former video,
wait.
I
Unbreakable,
said,
wait.
and I
Let me
quote,
ask a question.
Mama,
Let me ask a question.
let me answer my
He
brother
raised
real
the
quick.
point. He raised the point. He said, if you drive a car, he was trying to say the car can be the woman. That's your wife.
Uh-huh.
And if you're driving a car which is like your wife and the car has a fault, you
Mhm.
don't take it to a roadside mechanic or you don't
Take
just
it to the
abandon it. You take
manufacturer
it
for the
to
best
the
services.
manufacturer so that they can fix it. That is it. In marriage, you fix. And you said, what will you do to the vehicle if the vehicle is the wife?
I will dump it and buy a new one, or I'll sell it scrap. I said it.
You go and buy
I don't
another
have any
one
issue.
and it
Breakable,
will have the same
breakable,
fault.
Go
breakable.
and
Here's the
Women
see.
are not
problem.
Tell your editor.
transactional.
I said it. Let me
Women are not
explain why. Hold
transactional.
on.
They want
Let
to
me defend myself.
like
Let me
point out
defend.
something.
Let me
furniture.
defend
No.
myself
They are
before
not.
you bury me. Hold on.
They are
Let me speak.
partners.
Hold on, brother. Let me speak real quick. Let me tell you why I said I'm going to throw it away. Because one, the women of today are not holding up their values or their parts. So if they are playing dirty, I choose to play dirty. Facts. These
You will
women are
dump
playing dead.
your wife if it's
I
faulty.
don't have time, Mama.
There
If
are
you come
worse
into,
men.
if you
There are
listen,
worse
hold on,
men
brother.
than the women you are referring to.
Listen.
There are
And I'm
worse
saying
men
this,
than the women you are referring to. Don't you know that?
if the woman I'm referring to,
There are worse
and they don't fall in
men
that
than them.
category, listen, let them remove themselves. Let the good women remove themselves. I'm not speaking to the women that are doing well in their matrimonial home. Kudos to them. I'm talking of those make-believe women, the ones that are pretending, the Jezebel that comes in wolf's clothing or in sheep's clothing as wolves. Discard them. The Bible says anything that will make you sin, remove it. Why would I go and fix something that doesn't want to be fixed?
Don't you know that the way you are talking
yourself.
now,
You will
the
die.
way you are talking now, a lot of good women will be scared of
Let
you.
them be scared.
Let me say something. Breakable, let me say something. Breakable, let me say something. Breakable, let me say something. Breakable,
You
let me
don't
say something for a
discard a
moment.
faulty car, you fix it.
Prophetess, let me,
Because the next one you want to go and buy
You are
might be
generalizing
faulty
Prophetess, let me
again.
say something. I want to say something
The
on that
next
point.
car you want to buy might still have another fault. So how many cars are you going to
Are you
discard?
going to
Let
be
me
buying?
point out
You are buying
something.
new car.
Let me point out
Let
something.
Breakable answer me.
Breakable, hold on.
You keep
Breakable,
buying.
hold on.
That's a wrong. That's
How many
wrong.
cars will you buy Unbreakable? You keep buying.
Hold on. Let me point out something on that car analogy. Number one, there are two ways it can go. Your car can break down, and then the car comes to you and says, you know what? I want you to fix me. Or the car decides to wait, and as you were coming out to try and come and fix it, it drives over you because it can find its imagination is that it can find another driver. So those are the two analogies we're living in today. Either the car agrees that, you know what, this is my husband, let's fix this together. Or, you know what, there are men out there, like the women are talking nowadays. There's a lot of men out there. In fact, women say it all the time. They say to find a man it's easy to find a man. If it's easy to find a man, Breakable shouldn't have to try and get that kind of person.
I have a problem with what you said. Let me even tell you, we are treating this thing on the periphery. If I go deep, we'll get more angry.
No,
because
I won't get angry. I will not get angry. I'll go deep with you. I'll go very deep with you.
When God created Adam and Eve, we all know Eve was the one that the devil tempted, and she gave him. And when Adam came, Adam was. Let me finish.
Breakable, let me finish. Breakable, let me finish. Breakable, let me finish.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Breakable, let him finish.
Let me finish.
Hold on.
Can I finish?
You see, when you give information, I give the right information. The first woman that was created from Adam was Lilith. And Lilith today is the demon, the queen of demons.
Wait, let him
Stop
finish.
bringing that. It is not in the Bible. Unbreakable. Stop bringing unbiblical concepts.
Can I finish what I'm saying? Unbreakable.
Stop
Unbreakable.
it.
Let me tell you what you don't know.
Lilith.
When
Prophetess, what's the name of the other brother? What's the name of this brother?
I am
that thing happened. God came and gave Adam the capital punishment more than the woman. What I'm trying to say there is that if God has handed a woman to you to marry, he will ask of her in your hands, no matter what she did.
Yes.
But the problem we are having here as men is that we look for the wrong things for marriage. And when we don't find them at the long run, we become this bitter and very and aggressive. When you are marrying that woman, what did you see? What you are becoming transactional. That is when you start talking about shape, talking about color, talking about this.
Breakable, wait, let him finish. Breakable, wait.
Not a body, but you don't know that that body might not have a body.
Breakable, wait, let him finish.
You don't.
Okay.
Let's not generalize this.
Now, I'm just at this point that I can share this video. We're over 1 hour. We're almost 1 hour.
It's both ways.
I'd like us to come back on the same topic next week. I'm going to have all of us. If you request me, you can come. And because this matter go long to settle, but we have to settle it. The main, the main point of all this, why we're having this is to settle issues and not escalate those issues the more. We want godly marriages. We want peace in marriages. We want our hearts to be healed from past hurts. We don't want us to start judging things by how the other person lived their life. Let us live things our own reality and how the Bible has told us to live. I have heard everybody. I'm not a supporter of any parties, both the man and the woman. But I know there's this one thing that is, paramount, or how do I say it, in every broken marriage, that most marriages break because of that thing, and that is infidelity in that marriage and cheating. And now, Mr. Dreamlight, I have one question. I think there's the last question before we go. You were married for 12 years. Did you ever cheat?
The truth of the matter is that once I saw that this person because this person, what happened to this person is she said she's a strong, independent woman. She downloaded, just like Eve downloaded information from the snake in the garden. When a woman has started saying that she's strong and independent, there's nothing you can do at that point. I brought in pastors, flew in pastors from all over the world. I called her friends. I called her family. People went and whispered to her, it's better to get what you can, get the house, get the cars, get everything you can. People went and whispered to her. The people who were whispering to her, that's another story that we may talk about the next time, were the very same
let's
people.
talk about it next time.
Yeah, next time, were the very same people that used to open champagne for them in my house. So in the end of the story, if the woman has absorbed information from the snake, Adam is done. It doesn't matter that the fact that he spoke to God, even the woman sees that God speaks to him in the garden, Adam is done. That's the thing. If the woman downloads information from the snake, even though the woman knows that...
You did not answer my question, actually, but you answer it next
I've
week.
answered it in a way.
God bless you.
Pastor, let me answer my
I have a question. I have a follow-up question. I have a follow-up question. My follow-up question to you, sir, is this: do you think, in your own, by your own calculation, do you think that you impacted much in that woman when you married her? Did you work on her?
Oh.
Did you try to help her?
Yes.
How did you?
She was making...
How did she transition?
Yes, that's a good question.
Were you there in the marriage?
Answer this question. Breakable, let me answer this question.
I asked everybody in the comment section is asking the same thing.
Breakable,
I asked
wait.
you one thing. Did you cheat? You went round
When
and round,
I
told us Adam, told us
met
Eve.
this woman, and she was making $5 an hour. By the time I was finished with her, she was making $170,000 a year. I put her through school. You hear me? And when I met her, she was living in a studio. By the time I was done with her, she was living in a 7,000 square foot house. You hear me? And when I met her, she was about to be deported in 2 weeks. When I finished with her, she was an American citizen. You hear me? So, guy, you don't know people's stories.
So
Okay, we'll talk again next week. God bless you all.
I'll drop this submission. You did a lot.
Next week.
You did a lot for her, but then
next week.
You will still find out that something was wrong.
I'm gonna see next week. I'm dropping everybody next week. We'll talk again next week, please. I'm gonna drop everybody. God bless you all. God bless you all. God bless you all. Next week. God bless you. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Everybody was a handful today. Jesus Christ, have mercy. I don't even have time to actually, say out some of the things I, have to say, but I'll just go back to, please, marriage is a covenant and it's not a contract. A contract goes both ways. If you please me, I please you. But a covenant is till death do us part. That is what a covenant is. Don't listen to what these men they have said. Oh, marriage is a beautiful thing. Even God himself is interested in the institution called marriage. And that is why he said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God. Marriage gives the man the license to obtain favor. If you're up to the age for marriage, don't be scared with what they are saying. When you find your wife, you find a good thing. People react based on what they have been through or what they think is happening in the society. But you're not living by that, those figures or by those, statistics. You're living by the statistics of God. What is God saying about marriage? What is a biblical marriage? Please join me next week. We're going to continue this topic to get more insight on this topic. As you do so, may God bless you in Jesus' name.